Okay, so now that we have our VirtualBox installed, we're gonna go ahead and open up a terminal. Oh god, I keep forgetting. It's kind of difficult to switch between different desktop environments. You always keep thinking that things are where they're supposed to be, but they're not because it's a different environment. Anyway, Control Shift plus plus to zoom in if you wish. The first thing that you will need to do is apt-get update, and then you'll type in end apt-get upgrade. When you press enter here, this is going to take a while. So you're going to be prompted for a few things, if asked a few questions. I personally have selected all the default options. It truly is irrelevant for our test case scenario. So I've just selected all the default options. I've just pressed enter and pressed yes, typed in yes, and once it was done, I rebooted the machine, and that's it. Basically just type in reboot and press enter. No big deal. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and create ourselves a wireless access point. So in order for us to achieve this, you can basically go through the network manager, go into Wi-Fi settings, and just click here, use as hotspot, but you're gonna get a hotspot with a password, so with a VPA2 passkey, and the devices won't be able to automatically connect to it because it won't be open, and there is literally like no option to configure it here for some weird reason. I went on the forums and people were like, wow, there isn't an option to configure it from here, which was kind of weird. Anyway, there are multiple ways of creating a wireless access point. You can use AirCrack, you can use host APD, etc. I don't know, a wide variety of tools, the simplest possible setup. They're all buggy. So none of them are above problems. None. Believe me when I tell you, I have tried them all time and time again. None of them are above problems. So I've basically picked a very simple way for you to do this. Basically go to Etsy, Network Manager, System Connections, and you do ls here. I have, okay, wired connection. I don't have the host file, so let me just go ahead and do this. This is going to generate it. Now, pay very close attention to what I'm doing. So just use this hotspot, turn on, and this is going to create a hotspot for you. So this hotspot exists now. If you have a cell phone or something like that, you'll be able to see it. But I'll do the demos later on for that. That's not really what I'm interested in here. You do ls here and you see hotspot. That's great. So you just turn it off. Stop hotspot. And you basically just close this because we're not going to be needing it. Do ls again. The file is still there. Great. Clear. And then type in vim. Oh, vim is probably not installed. Apt-get install vim. This should be fairly fast. You can use vi or nano or even gedit if you want. I prefer the vim. It's a, I don't know. You either use vi or vim to edit things and to edit text files. It's a very neat text editor. When you open up a file, it doesn't go into the editing mode straight away. You cannot insert anything, so there's no possibility of you accidentally changing the file at all. You have to manually enter the insert mode. Anyway, vim, hotspot, press enter. Okay, so Wi-Fi security, we don't really need that. So just press I for insert, and let's go ahead and delete this. Okay, so that's not important. And the SSID, sure. Let me just go ahead and change it to something. I don't know. Test. Right, quit. Okay, this is a bit of a long thing. It's fine. Let's just do it from here. Type in nm cli con. Wait. I'm gonna type in ifconfig first to see the name of your interface, and then type in nm cli con up hotspot if name and then VLAN 0. Wonderful. The connection has indeed been activated. Let me just go ahead and verify on my phone that all is fine and dandy. Okay, so I have it on my phone, but it's still called my domain 01. Problem. Let's go into the network manager, connection editor. Okay, so we have the hotspot here. Let's go ahead and edit it a little bit. Okay, it would seem that this file has not been changed, or at least a new one has been generated, but I think that this one has been reverted back. So let's go ahead and type in test, click on save. We're going to select this none. We don't need any security there because we want it to be an open Wi-Fi. Okay, let's go ahead and refresh. Let me see if I'm actually grabbing it. In fact, here, why don't you actually have a look at exactly what I'm doing? Let me just go ahead and move the panel. Screen edge. Oh man. I can't actually move it so you can't see it because this thing is in full screen mode recording. But there's nothing to see. I'm just checking whether I got the connection or not. And it would appear that I do not have the connection. Okay, so no big deal. We have a problem. Close. Clear the screen, Control L. Do the ls. Cat. Come on. Cat hotspot. Okay, this is still as it should be. Let's go ahead and use the previously used command and just type in down. And let's go ahead and bring it back up. Okay. Let me do a checkup. Still my domain. Let's have a look in the network manager connection editor. It's definitely test, and there isn't any security. All users may connect to it. There we go. So I see it now. I see it on my cell phone, and I see it actually on my PC as well. It is a completely open connection. If it doesn't work out the first time, you just saw what I did. I basically repeated the process pretty much the same. I didn't do anything special. And now I actually have an open Wi-Fi connection called test without any authentication of whatsoever. So I am going to go ahead and close the tutorial. And I can't really show you here that I have it because it's on my phone and on my desktop, and I can't unminimize this because I'm recording at the moment, but I will do that in the follow-up tutorial in like 2 milliseconds.